Spencer, of course, we're focusing on Amir Khan and Kell Brook, but one of the biggest names in world boxing is, well, with Amir Khan in the build-up to this, is Terence Crawford. You've got a victory over both men, of course. You're the most recent man to beat Kell Brook. I think my opening question to you this week, Terence, is in what sort of shape, physically and psychologically, did you leave Kell Brook after that defeat?
Well, I can't speak for another man, you know. You're going to have to ask him that type of question.
Fair enough, but it was a pretty straightforward victory for you. What was your assessment of maybe what he has left as a fighter coming away from that?
Oh, man, that fight was a great fight. To me, he still had a lot in him. You know, I caught him with a good shot, you know, and I'm looking forward to this weekend.
Is your presence here something that maybe is targeted to bring back some bad memories to Brook? Is he looking at you and thinking of, that night and that loss and maybe where he is at in his career? Is that part of the reason why you're here?
No, not at all, not at all. I'm here to support Amir Khan. You know, he's been in training with myself and my coaches and with my whole team, so I'm just supporting a friend.
So you're not, though. I think there was an early sparring session in the camp, wasn't it? Was that right? Tell me a bit about that, because a lot's been talked about the sort of tough baptism that Amir had under Brian, in the gym, over there in the States. Was it right that you kind of surprised them by going in for a spar with them without any prior knowledge?
Yeah, I just went in there just to help him out, man. Amir, he's ready. He's been doing everything that he's need to do to get the victory this weekend. This should be a great fight, and I'm looking forward to it.
There's a grudge aspect to it, which you've seen, of course. What about the whole aspect of sticking to the game plan, having that discipline, and how much has that been talked about during the camp?
Well, every day, because we fighters, we tend to forget the game plan. Once we get in there, we start getting in the groove, and we lose sight of things that we should be doing and things that we shouldn't be doing. So, that's the most important thing to the game plan, is for him just to, be himself, but at the same time, stick to what's working and, what he prepared himself for come this weekend.
A lot of people are questioning Amir's hunger. I mean, he's a wealthy man. He's very famous around the world, particularly here in the UK. He's got a lovely family now, wife as well. Just as a fighter, and you can sense this, is that fire still inside him? And what has shown you it is still there if you have seen it?
Oh, he wants this fight more than any fight. I really can't speak on his previous camps or how he's been training for other fighters, but I can assure you that he went all out for this fight.
In terms of your own encounter with him, which ended, with some controversy. Amir, had a few accusations that he could have carried on and didn't, you remember at the time. What did you think of him at that point as a fighter? You still appreciated his skills. Did you sense he was maybe someone on the decline?
Well, I don't know. I'm not here to talk about my fight with Amir. I'm here to talk about, Kell Brook and Amir Khan. And I think, him, going through the things that he went through, not only with myself, but the previous champions that he had, prepared him for what he's going to face this Saturday.
Are there precise things, though, that you worked on for Brook that he's also working on?
Not really, because we got different styles. Amir Khan is fast. He likes to box a lot, It's two different styles, me and Amir. So what he's working on against Kell Brook is different than what I worked on. Maybe some similarities, at some points, but not the same game plan.
Okay. Just finally, Khan versus Brook is happening. What about Crawford versus Spence? Are we going to see that?
Hopefully, hopefully I can get the winner out of him and Ugas for undisputed.
Okay, well, listen, we look forward to that one, and we look forward to Saturday. Lovely having you here, and I'm sure it is a big boost for Amir Khan. I'm sure it's not great for Kell Brook seeing you around the place either, but undisputed light welterweight champion of the world. It is great to have, of course, Terence Crawford as part of the build-up to this big fight.